Hey guys, it's Gaz and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another festive Thanksgiving Christmassy recipe for you, and this is a nice side dish. I'm making cheesy stuffed squash. This recipe isn't in my Christmas book, but one of you lovely subscribers asked me to veganize a cheesy stuffed squash, so I thought I'd give it a go. I'm actually going to use the béchamel sauce that I used in my lasagna video to create the cheesiness, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make it. It's going to taste incredible, it looks incredible, and it will literally wow whoever you're cooking it for at Christmas or Thanksgiving. So this video is actually a giveaway video. I really appreciate your support. I've reached over 500,000 subscribers now, so I need to give back to you guys as much as I can. I'm going to give away a signed copy of Vegan 100, which is my first cookbook. All you need to do to win this book is comment below a pumpkin emoji, share the video, like it, and subscribe to my channel. That's the most important one. And also comment the pumpkin emoji on my last Instagram picture. @avantgardevegan is my Instagram account, and the last picture is going to be a picture of this dish. Okay, so make sure you do those things and you're in with the chance of winning this book. Okay, if you don't have Instagram, I'm sorry, please get Instagram if you want to win this book. So guys, I've pre-baked some squash, so I've just cut two quite small ones in half, and I'm going to stuff them soon. I wanted to show you how to prepare one of these because people struggle when cutting them. I have done a life skills video, but I didn't show anyone how to cut this directly down the middle, and if you don't do it properly, you could do it wrong and it won't work well for this recipe, and also you could hurt yourself, and I don't want that to happen. So let me just quickly show you how to cut a squash down the middle, then we'll get on with the recipe. When cutting the squash down the middle, create a flat surface by trimming a piece of the squash off. Using a serrated knife, saw down the middle. So there we go, that's the squash cut in half now. Put that on a roasting tray into the oven for around 45 minutes or until it's softened. Obviously it depends on the size of your squash, it may take a little bit longer. Let's get on with the rest of the recipe. To a saucepan, add some soy milk or any non-dairy milk. Add half an onion chopped roughly. Add 2 cloves of garlic just bashed lightly. Add 1 bay leaf. Add a pinch of salt, followed by a sprinkle of nutmeg. Place that over a low heat to infuse. Meanwhile, preheat a non-stick pan over a medium heat. Finally chop 1 leek. Remove the outer skin and give it a wash if it needs it. Add a touch of oil to the pan, then add the leek. Finally chop some fresh sage. Add the sage to the pan. Cook the leek and sage until they're soft. Add a pinch of salt and pepper. Meanwhile, give the milk a stir. When the leeks have softened, turn the heat off and allow them to slightly cool. Meanwhile, scoop the flesh and seeds out of the squash. So of course I'm not wasting this flesh that I'm scooping out here. I'm going to actually fold that back through the cheesy sauce, and it's going to taste even better. So take minimum flesh out basically, leave a nice border around the edge of the squash and at the bottom there, and that just makes sure that the squash is going to hold its shape when you put the filling inside. So now it's time to finish off the filling and get it stuffed inside the squash. To make the cheesy sauce, place a saucepan over a medium heat. Add some vegan butter. Allow the margarine to melt. When the butter has melted, add some plain flour. Mix together with a spatula and cook out the flour for a minute or so. Gradually add the milk and whisk it together. Keep adding the milk until you've used up all of it and the sauce is thick and creamy. I still don't have a sieve, so that's why I was awkwardly putting it through this. Just at home, pass it through a sieve before it goes in. That'd be so much easier. I'm just going to keep whisking this now until it's thickened up slightly. Then I'm going to fold through my leeks, the butternut squash flesh, and then stuff it inside the amazing squash. Oh, and I'm also adding some vegan cheese. Add the leeks to the sauce. Turn the heat off, then add some vegan cheese. Wow, This is so thick and creamy and cheesy, it's amazing. To enhance that flavour, I'm going to add some nutritional yeast, which is totally optional. If you want this, it's available at all good vegan supermarkets. I'll pop a link below if you want some. Fold half of the flesh through the cheesy sauce. I only add half, so I don't want to add too much, but I eat the rest as a snack later on in the day. Carefully spoon the cheesy sauce into the centre of the squash. So there's enough cheese sauce to do probably 3 more actually. These are very small squashes. I'm just going to sprinkle over some chili flakes and get them in the oven, set at 180 degrees Celsius for around 15 to 20 minutes, or until they're beautiful and golden on top. So whilst the squashes are cooking in the oven, I just want to shout out Neil Patel for your support. Thank you for commenting on my videos and subscribing. It means the world to me, and obviously I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers so I can open my first restaurant. That's what I've said. I've said basically when I get to 1 million subscribers, I'll announce where I open my first restaurant, because that's a dream of mine. I think that I need to get to that stage to really give me a real chance of making the restaurant successful and making it just live up to my expectations basically. So I think I make sense there. But anyway, thank you so much for your support. If you want to be shouted out or have a video dedicated to you, please just continue support, comment on all my videos, and I'm sure I'll spot you, and in future videos I'll give you a little shout out. So just thank you so much for the support. Let's get those squashes out of the oven. Wow, look at these. Amazing. My oven's got heat spots, so they haven't cooked perfectly, but they still look absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Did you see that cheese run as I cut into it? It looked incredible. Scrap that, this isn't a side, this should be the centerpiece. It's so good. I literally could eat all that on my own, and I probably will do. So creamy, so cheesy. The sage works beautifully with the butternut squash. It's a classic combination. And the leek, I love leeks, I'm Welsh. And I love the hint of chili at the end. And I actually use smoked chili, which just adds a lovely smokiness. Everything works so well together. Make sure you get this on your table at Thanksgiving or Christmas or any time of the year. Full written recipes on my website. Enter the giveaway if you haven't got a copy of my book already or want a signed copy. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you next week for a new recipe video. Catch you soon.